Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Worth It or Worthless. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is one of my favorite series that I have started on my channel, but because I haven't been hauling too much, I haven't really had haul updates, and there is a ton of products that I did still get over the period of time in the last few months, even the last year, that I still have yet to update you guys on, but it's becoming difficult because everything's packed in boxes still. But I did get some stuff for my birthday, and I wanted to update you guys on some of the products. I try to keep it to 10 just to not make this too long, because I give you detailed information about the products. So if you are interested in this, before we get started, you guys know what to do. Subscribe, like this video, and let's get on with the haul update. So let's start off with these Pixi Petra Glow Gossamer Duo highlighters. The first one that I have here is Subtle Sunrise. You guys, I am such a fan of Pixi highlighters. I've mentioned this when I hauled them, and these did not disappoint at all. As you guys can see from the actual swatches, these are amazing, amazing. They have that gelée formula, which is very forgiving on the face. It lasts all day. It's not super potent unless you wet your brush or you really pack it on. It can be subtle, but it still shows, and it's such a beautiful glow. This one is more of your gold with bronze, and I have been able to use this bronzy shade, the darker shade, and I've been fine now that I am tan. It lasts all day. It's been through humidity, through heat, through sweat, through stress. It has worked amazingly. The other shade that I have is Delicate Dew. This one has the pinky highlighter, the other one has the gold, and then the deep bronzy shade. Again, I have been able to use the deep bronzy shade right now, and it doesn't look as dark on here because I put it very subtle and all over my body, and it works perfectly fine. I will be honest with you, the only shade that I really haven't used is this pinky one, because I want to save that one for the winter time. But in my opinion, these are definitely worth it, 110%. These are amazing. And I'm curious to see if these are permanent, because if they are, certain individuals will be getting this for Christmas. Now, I did get some PR from Sigma, and I have tried quite a few of the products. There are still stuff that I am testing out, but for the majority of the products, I have tried them out. First one is their Sigma highlighter. This is their Brilliant Shimmer Cream, and this is what it looked like. It was a potted cream in here, and this is like a drier cream consistency. It's not oily, it's not super creamy and super where you could like dig your finger in. It's very firmly pressed in here. But I like the texture of this. I like the formula of it because I have oily skin. So this actually does me a favor. I have used this under makeup as well as over my makeup, and both ways look amazing. Both ways have last. It gives you that wet glow within look, and surprisingly this shade doesn't look this dark on my skin. If I just dab my finger in here and pat it on my cheeks, it just looks like my skin glowing, because it's more of a skin tone per se. It's not so gold, it's not so pink, it's right in between. But it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed this product a ton. It lasted all day on my skin. I had no issues with it. It did not show a separation where I put it on there. And I think the best way for me it works is with using it with my finger. You can use it with a brush, but it's genuinely a good product. I really like this. And if I were, since this was sent to me, if I knew about this, I would buy it. So I'm curious to see if they have other colors, because this is a good product. Another makeup product that they sent me was this Aura powder. This is like a face powder in Cor de Rosa. Now, when I first hauled this, I told you guys I thought it was going to be a dupe for Dallas from Benefit, but it's not. This is a lot more, I would say more peachy mauve shade, like peachy pink. Dallas is more brown undertone. It looks more like a bronzer than anything. I've used this as a blush. It's completely matte. It is super stunning as a blush. It's very pigmented, but it blends out like a dream. It looks very soft to the cheeks. It's like that really pretty natural type of blush. Like, it's a little bit more brown than my skin tone, so it looks natural on my skin tone. I like it. I really enjoy it. This is another product that was a hit. I think it is worth it. It is beautiful. It is stunning. It's really, really good, and it's so soft to the touch and very, very pigmented. So they did a good job on this one, and it also has a mirror. Now for a product that I was not a fan of and I would not say is worth it. This is their 3D, what is this called? Do I have it here? Their 3D HD blender. So this is what it comes in, and this is what it looks like. It has, I don't mind the style of it and the cut of it. That's not so much of a big deal to me. I like the pointy edge because I can really get under here. I like the fact that you can like contour if you want, bake with it. I wasn't such a fan of using this to put on my foundation because I had a hard time kind of like holding it since it's not completely full for me to bounce it on my cheek. The issue that I have with this one, it does not feel like the L'Oreal sponge. It does not feel like the Flower Beauty sponge. It doesn't feel like the Quo sponge. It just isn't as soft as them. I feel like this is covered with like some sort of like plastic film. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like the pores in it itself are covered over something. It doesn't feel like a true sponge. It feels like it has some sort of protective layer over the actual sponge itself, so it doesn't allow it for it to really expand and feel soft at what it could be. So in my opinion, this was not a hit. I say this is not worth it. It is completely worthless to me. I didn't like it. I felt like it was too hard. There's a lot better out there at the drugstore than that one, and I'm sorry, but I'm being honest, I'm not a fan. Okay, the next product would have been, if I never tried this and they never sent it to me, I probably would have continued to say, I don't need it, you don't need it, there's cheaper alternatives out there, there's cheaper ways, there's a bunch of Pinterest hacks where you can purchase it. Before I show you what I'm talking about, this is what I used to use to wash my brushes, right here. And if you look very, very closely, it's like these honeycomb shaped. Now this worked great for big foundation brushes, for powder brushes, blushes, some of my eyeshadows, but I hated using this. And I'm using the word hate, to use it with my eyeliners, with very finely pointed brushes that I use for my inner corner, detailed brushes, because it just wouldn't clean it because the holes would be too big. And I am a gel liner fan, so I always have angled liners, pointed liners, and I always hated washing them with this. But I still used it because I didn't think I needed it. So what I'm talking about is the Sigma Spa Express Brush Cleaner Matte. You guys, they have officially converted me. So I use this. As you guys know, every Sunday I wash my brushes. So I use this, and I am a believer, 110%. Again, I told you guys, if I didn't try this, if they didn't send it to me, I probably would have never bought it on my own. But I'm so happy they sent it because I genuinely think this is absolutely worth it. As you can see, it has different types of sets or like patterns where you can actually wash your brushes. I washed all of my brushes and I was able to find some sort of groove or ridge or pattern that would clean every single brush, not splatter all over my clothes, all over my face like this one would. Every time I would scrape on this one, water would just splatter everywhere. Not this one. And because it has these little suction cups, it did not move anywhere inside the sink. I am a 110% fan of this. I really do believe in this thing. It is an amazing thing. It is small enough where it's not taking a lot of room in my sink, and I can get everything done all in one. Oh my gosh. Yes, this is absolutely worth it. I would highly recommend it if you are someone who wants to use something like this. I think this is great. I love it. Absolutely 110% love this product. Now, the last two products were brushes that they sent me. The first one that they sent me was the F80. I'm an idiot, and because of the way it was packaged, I thought this was a triangular foundation brush until I pulled it out to use it. I'm like, oh, this is the F80. I already own this brush. I have no idea where it is at the moment because I packed most of my makeup brushes when I moved, and I still don't know where it is. But I'm happy that they sent me one because of the reason that mine is about 6 years old. And as you know, some things get better with time and some things get worse with time because of mass production. And I'm here to attest to you guys that this brush has not changed at all. It is still the same quality as it was 6 years ago, as my old brush that is 6 years old. I used it to put on my foundation and I forgot how good this was, how it didn't leave streaks all over my face, how it blended everything so smoothly, how much I forgot how much I enjoyed this brush. So absolutely, I own it already. So yes, I would say this is definitely worth it as well. The last brush that they sent me was the diffused crease brush for your eyes. This is the E38. I do not own this. This is one of their newer ones that did not come in those kits 6 years ago. This is a smaller brush, fluffy brush, a blending brush, and I do like this. And the reason why I like this is because it's great to really pack on color but not be so big where it's going to diffuse it and kind of make your eyeshadows muddy or diffuse them way too high on your eyes. If you have a small amount of real estate in your eyes, or you have hooded eyes, I think this would be a good brush for you. I washed both of these already with my mat. I washed both of these and no shedding, nothing whatsoever. They cleaned very nicely. They dried very nicely. So they are still as good as I remember and as I have always known them to be. So they have not changed, and that's a good thing. So that is it for my worth it or worthless. Like I mentioned to you guys, I have more products that I am still testing out. If you do not see a product in here, you may see it in a favorites, you may see it in a different, in its own video with a review and things. So these are the products that I have for you today. I will list and link all of them down in the description box. If you own any of these products, let me know what your opinions are on them, because some of these have really converted me and I have fallen head over heels. So thank you to Sigma for sending me most of these products. There are still some that I am testing out from them, so you'll hear from them in the future, I am pretty sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye guys.